No, ask more. Oh, thank you. I do like the gifts. I do like the gifts. So thank you, Wolfman. Thank you. Thank you. Morning for Ghana. Interesting. How early in the morning is it there? Now, TK, ask more questions. That was a very intellectual question. I like that. I want to think. So go ahead. Kelly, what did you see over there, mommy? She like chased something like crazy. I'm just different. You know, my friend said that to me today. I'm gonna call somebody out in no disrespect. Because I met like this guy in Jamaica. The nicest guy, like literally such a sweetheart. He was like in our friend group or whatever, took us off the resort to like get tattoos, hooked us up, and he like DM'd me the other day, and I never hung out with him like alone. It was always just like a group of us on a beach, and he literally like DM'd me today and was like, when are you coming back to Jamaica? He was like, I love you. And I was like, I didn't even answer. I was like, I don't feel the same way. I don't feel the same way. I was like, I don't know how you get that. But if you think it's my vibe, maybe it's just my vibe. Not sure. You are correct, Julian. You are correct. It still is a two-way communication. I think body language plays a huge part in that as well. One of my friends just recently asked me if I was okay. And I guess my mood was off, my vibe was off, and honestly, mentally, I had an awful week. Awful week, if I have to say. Very mentally difficult. And I took a lot of things to heart that like I shouldn't have, but at the volume that they were just kind of like flooding in from work, it like really affected me. So he literally asked, he was like, are you okay? And I was like, no, you know. But just like the listening, just like the fact that like somebody's able to pick up on your mood, like that means a lot to me. So like if you're sitting there and asking me and then you're willing to listen to my response, I do like that. I do appreciate that a lot, because you're paying attention to me enough to know without me even saying it, because I don't always talk about my feelings, believe it or not. Because I don't always see a point in it. Like everybody has their own issues. It's not like I'm dying. You know what I mean? So... But no, TK, this guy was great, and I'm still friends with him. You know, if I go to Jamaica, I will visit, you know, but I don't love him. He was just a good vibe, a good time. It was chill. Thank you. Do you think when someone expresses feelings too early, it ruins an opportunity to still develop them? Everyone still should talk about their feelings. They should. I know. I'm just like tough love kind of a person for myself. Do you think if somebody expresses their feelings too early, it ruins opportunity to still develop them? Feelings for what though? If somebody expresses your feelings for what, TK? Specify. Joe, what? ¿Quién es esta chica que es guapa? Thank you, Wolfman. Like feelings about somebody liking you, or just like being expressive in general? No, that's definitely good. I think if somebody tells me too early that they're into me and I haven't had the time to like process it myself, then I may be a little like hesitant. Oh no. No, I wasn't interested in that way. I really was not interested in that way. If I'm not looking for somebody and somebody is into me, but I'm not into them, I don't know, like I'm into you if I'm into you. I don't mean for that to sound any type of way. And I don't want to force it just because somebody says it to me. You know what I mean? So no, I think like he can say whatever he wants because that's how he feels. You know what I mean? That conversation is tough. I just feel like I would just tell him that I don't feel the same way. Like, just like that, you know? I feel like I'm a very friendly person. People see me as having a very flirty personality. But like, if I'm into you, I'm into you, and I feel like you would know the difference. But a lot of people, I feel like, don't know the difference. And I don't mean this in any cocky, disrespectful way, like literally at all, at all. I'm just not looking to like be in a relationship right now. I just had a situation I had to break off. It was super weird. I've never been good with saying no. Yeah, it is uncomfortable. It is weird. I actually had a situation. I guess it depends on the person. I think it depends on the person. I think it depends on how you've known them. I have a friend that I've known for 3 years now, and not too long ago, he told me, he was like, it's long overdue. I wanted to ask you on a date. And I don't see him in that way. Like, I just see him as a friend. And I was like, I don't mean any disrespect by this. He didn't get it, mommy. What happened? Where'd it go? I was like, I don't mean any disrespect by this, but I was like, I don't feel the same way about you. Like, I just kind of see you as a friend, and I don't want this to become weird just because you asked that. Like, I don't feel any type of way because you said it. Like, I respect the fact that you vocalize your feelings. And we're cool. We literally are still friends. We literally still hung out since that happened, and that's kind of like swept under the rug, essentially. I don't know if it hurts him if he has feelings for me. He never said so. But if I don't feel that way about you, I just don't feel that way about you. Sometimes you feel the brick wall where there's no more love is going to develop in a relationship. Yes, sometimes. I feel like a lot of people can become stagnant and sedentary and don't put effort in a relationship. Oh my god, you guys are so sweet. You know, TK, I feel like one time you did tell me that you do that. And I think you're not the only person on the planet that does that. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people do. Actually, the guy that like I had a thing with that I was talking about earlier, he told me that he doesn't like breaking things off, that he'll draw things out, or do things on purpose that would make the person leave. And because he doesn't have it in him to break things off. So everybody's different. I would rather just have the person be honest with me personally and just like not waste my time or like energy or frustration or anxiety, you know, to kind of like break that off. But everybody's different. I think it's like, it depends. It really depends on the situation, how long you've been talking to the person. It's hard. It's really hard. Are you guys still in contact, TK? Or you broke her heart? Oh my god. Every time I yawn, I look like I cry. I promise you I'm not. Yeah. I think if you're like just mature about it, if it's somebody that's like your friend. Oh, no, TK. Well, if she hates you, then she doesn't understand you, and she's not mature enough to kind of like understand. Oof. Well, I guess if you take away anything from that, is that one, you know who you are and what you did. Accountability. So point for you, regardless. And two, like you can kind of learn from that situation. You know what I mean? And I feel like if you were to explain to her that you didn't know how to, and if you didn't, like, if you were to explain to her, you know, that, like, that's just who you are, maybe just more open and honest conversations would have been okay. What do you guys think? Are you guys the kind of people that would want somebody to tell you that it's going to be over? Or are you the kind of person to like draw things out and let the other person just kind of like end the relationship? It's hard, person dependent for sure. I will think about it. I will think about my feelings and developing. I will also, before I was going to break up with my ex, I literally listened to relationship podcasts, TK, like literally listened to them. And I was like, I can't have an expectation for this one person to hit every single box. Like, I can't expect this one person to fulfill every single role that I need. Like, I genuinely thought about this objectively. And I was like, I have an apartment, I have a roof over my head, I'm not being abused, I'm financially stable. I thought of all of the possible structural things, but it was my physical, for one, and emotional needs that weren't being met. No, but what's honest when you are unsure about your feelings? Is attraction a feeling? Why are you looking at me like that? I think attraction is a feeling, but it's like a physiological connection. You know, like you can look at somebody and be attracted to them, but then it depends. Because would you be attracted to that person if you didn't know them? Like if you didn't know their personality, if you didn't know their emotion, their feelings, their conversation, would you still be attracted to them? I can say that I've seen people and I was attracted to them, like physically. You know, I looked at them and I'm like, damn, like that guy's pretty sexy. But then sometimes, you know, that same person, once I got to know them, it was like such a turnoff because their personality, and I couldn't see them the same way anymore. So I don't know, it depends. I really think it depends. So what am I feeling when I feel attracted? I think there's a lot that comes into it. I think it's, I think there's a lot of like emotional connection. I think there's a lot of, physiological connection, but I think you have to know the person, you know? I swear to God, this is so stupid. I just blocked that guy. I don't know how to do that. I have no idea how to do that, and I don't really know what that entails. I just like either ignore them, or if they're like so stupid and repetitive, I literally just block them. My block list is so stupid long. It's like so ridiculous. I don't know how to do that. I think somebody said that, but I have no idea how to do it. I'm just like... TK, I just don't know how to do it. That's really funny, Julian, that you said that. So, but that's okay. But there's no problem with being corny with an H. I'm gonna write it down. Tell me the time, I'm gonna write it down. I think that if your expectations or motives are clear, there's literally no problem. If you tell somebody that you just want to sleep with them,